Alright, YouTube, what is up? It's Zura here. And today, this is the global tier list. Just like, set 8 came out. And it's like, I guess I'll do a tier list for this. I definitely did not do a tier list for set 8. So, before we even started, I already filled out the bad decks on there, so we can just get straight to the good decks. Honestly speaking, it's like, these decks are all just bad, so there's like no point in putting, like, do I really need to explain Grand Blue, Tachi's, Angel? This is here strictly because Coral is here. Pacifica is not its own deck yet, so it goes here. Coral represents Bermuda to me, so that's the reason why that goes there. Both Nova decks are kind of ass. Perfect Rise wasn't even on here, but Perfect Rise would probably be like Playable trash. Yeah, it's like Neonectar, they spawn a bunch of intercepts and they die. They don't do anything, they can't kill you. Blau has to sack to kill you. They're not a relevant deck. Missing too many pieces. You're missing too many good things. You don't have enough good PCDs to stand. And then CEO is bad. Amaterasu deck bad. Battle Shitter is bad. Actually, no, let me put that. Battle Shitters can probably go up here. They're better than this. Shitters can go up here. But yeah. Playable trash. These decks just don't do enough. Basically, they don't do enough. Like, they draw a bunch. This is like, they draw a bunch and that's basically it. Tom is still good, but the rest of the deck isn't. Coral, again, it does too much nothing. Like, you draw a bunch, cool, but that's basically it. Pacifica isn't enough to carry for a finisher. This deck is just cheese, you just crit them a lot. But that's basically it. You have no retire. It's like you're playing MLB without the retire. Without the blaster blades. That's basically what this deck is here. Reiji actually has a cool niche that, because they get damage to now you have 2 the entire game, which is really cool. Because Global doesn't have the new PGs yet, so Reiji just can lock you at 2, not letting you have counter blast, not even close to giving you limit breaks. So I think Reiji has a cool niche, so that's why it's here. Obviously, random slow charging still sucks, so that's why it's here instead of like tier 2. But yeah, deck has a cool niche, but that's why it is. Turtle.deck, that's what Pale Moon is. They just die to blockade and they just die to gunners. So having basically unwinnable matchups does not make you a good deck. Also, you're like too streamlined to do one thing. You just set up turtles and that's basically it. Duke, Gold Duke is complete trash. I'm not going to talk about that. Shadow Duke, you do cool things, you cheese them, but it's like it's not a good deck. It's just really good at cheesing you, and it's fun. Here are probably the 2 controversial picks: the Great Nature and Shadows. So, Great Nature, I put in Playable trash because the deck doesn't do enough. It's too fair. You filter into garbage. Because, like, Hamskates aren't filtering into meaningful cards. And then, Duckbill is just a blind draw. Again, not selective. It could be random garbage. And then Polaris only resetting once a turn is kind of not enough to push, unlike the good decks. And then you also have the fact that if you don't have the chicken, the deck can't have double intercept, meaning you just explode to all the other good decks. Yeah. Basically, too fair is a little too piece reliant, and the quality of your pluses are not good. PBO, honestly, everything except for Great Nature is this deck cannot push for damage. Basically, it's too slow, it doesn't push for damage. Cross Strike doesn't even matter that much anymore. Like, it basically only matters against Aquaforce because of Diamantes, but that's basically it. But the deck is too slow. Basically. It's too slow, costs are a little too expensive, but yeah, that's basically why this is here. Alright, let's go on to the actual good decks. Alright, so I think these are the only decks I consider viable on Global right now. I think the worst of these decks are probably Dote. Like, Dote is, to me, it's still good, because like Strike is still a pretty good card. Dote for Stone Blast is still probably one of the best plays you can make, because like, ditch 1, draw 2, get an extra attack, get 2 extra trash checks. That's pretty strong. The only problem is the rest of the deck is pretty whatever. Yeah, the rest of the deck is pretty whatever. It's a little too slow. You could argue that if I put Dote here, you can put Shadows here too. But like, yeah, Dote is most definitely not tier 1. Wait till set 11, then this deck goes up here, but like, until we get Dauntless and stuff, basically just Dauntless. This deck is too tier. Probably the worst of the tier 2 decks too. Next, the Blood. Alright, I've seen people shit talk this deck all the fucking time. You still have to realize the deck is still a Narukami deck at the end of the day. And so you still have access to Gunners. Basically Gunners. Base Vermilion is still a good card. The Blood's crit is really nice, and the Cross Strike can help you deal with Aqua Force to some extent. It basically comes down to, it's still a Narukami deck, so it doesn't belong here. And then the Blood's a little too overcosted, so it doesn't go up here. After that, actually, I have to think about this a little. Yeah, the Blood's cost is just a little too high. If the Blood was CB2, the Blood would probably be up here, and it would be much better than Dungaree. Wait, another problem is this deck only has 4 good first strike. Like, base Vermilion is the only thing you want to ride first. Like, you don't want to ride Blood first. Like, the deck feels absolutely like trash if you have to ride Blood first. That's another reason. Alright, next. So, definitely not Zoo. Definitely not these 3. It's just like where do I want to put these 3? I think I'll put Spikes next. I think I'll put Spikes next. Okay, so I still think this deck is really good, but I don't think it's tier 1 or 1. With the release of this set, like there are too many decks that just go Unga Bunga crit trigger. Or like Unga Bunga 2 crit Vanguard. Like you have Dungaree, you have the Blood, you have MLB still, Worry has crit, this deck can have crit. Yeah. But the deck is on your pop-off turn. Like once you get to your limit break, this deck is super strong. Right? Once you get to your limit break, this deck is super stable. You have the trainer to get the 3 PGs. So like, if you can consistently get your game plan off, this deck is up here. But like the problem is right now is that like there's too many decks running around with crits that just hold you at 3 the entire game. And since the deck basically does nothing before limit break, aside from like checking like heals and draws with Jelly Bean, which is still against, which is still really good. But, like, the deck does a little too much. The deck doesn't do enough before break cry is my problem. And bad, I think bad ends. I don't even think bad ends good. But that's a little. That's off. Like that's a little irrelevant here. We don't even have Mega Colony is playable trash. I think Mega Colony is playable trash. We'll just go over this now. Let's just use whatever. Mega Colony is playable trash because Mega Colony is great at stuffing bad players. And you know what Global is? Filled with bad players. So, yeah. Mega Colony is good at shitting on bad players, and is really good at annoying Aqua Force. So I think it does have a niche that isn't playable trash. It's not here. It's definitely, I don't know. I think it's better than all these decks. Yeah, to me it's playable trash. All right, next. Everyone's favorite monkey, Mr. MLB himself. I don't think there's nothing left to say about this deck. There's nothing to say about this deck. It's fucking MLB. You've seen it, you know what it does. You probably fucking hate it by now. But it's still alive because it's still a playable deck. Yeah, fucking Mr. Monkey Lord Blaster's still here. Tier 2. He gets a lot worse with the new PGs because you can't just hold him with 3 anymore. But yeah, for now he's still here. Next. This is probably also a controversial pick, but I put Dungaree here. I don't think Dungaree's tier 1. So the thing is, I never thought either Naru deck, back even in JP, that I don't think either Narukami deck was tier 1. Like I didn't think Blood was tier 1. I didn't think Dungaree was tier 1 either. But the problem is that like the problem with Dungaree is that 1 or 2 rely on Dandan. Like, if you miss your base Dungaree, let's just say you're playing against like something that can retire Dandan, okay? So basically the Blood. Later you run to Erad, that just secures the slot in tier 2 instead of tier 1, like arguably tier 1, but like, let's just say you play something that can retire Dandan. You don't have base Dungaree in hand. They kill your Dandan, and now you have to take like an extra like turn or 2 to get to 3 bind to get its crit off. Also, Dandan doesn't let you run Saishin, so that's another problem. So I think Saishin is just more versatile. Yeah. There's that. But at the end of the day, it's still a Narukami deck, so like, it's still a good deck. Don't get me wrong. It's the top of tier 2, so spoilers. But these are the 3 decks I think are tier 1. Yeah, it's still a good deck. I just don't think it's nearly as hyped up as good people say it is. Yeah. Basically, it's a matter of Dan. Crossride numbers cool too. And then let's just say it's an Origami deck. Alright, just what order do I want to put these three in today? Alright. So I personally value consistency the most, so this deck is I'll put Glory as the 3rd tier 1 deck. But honestly, I just put these all here. Like, I think these three are all interchangeable in order. I think all three of them are interchangeable. So, oh my god, Azu not ordered. That's too long. And then tier 2 is ordered. Or rather, I guess not interchangeable is better. Whatever, you can read. Can I even split that? Cool. Alright, so I think all of these decks are I think they're all just strong decks. So Sook, it's been around since set 2, you know what it does. It stacks, and then you legally cheat. You have the filters to go through your deck to get to your stack to get to exactly where you need to get these triggers. This deck is still good. It has good, like, at the moment before ERAS, this deck just has good matches against everything. I don't think Sook loses to anything here. Besides the sack, of course, but like every deck loses the sack. Yeah. Yeah, so that's like Sook is just a good solid deck as long as you get your right chain off the board. Like if you brick your chain and just never build the right properly, like, that's a problem. But every deck has problems with that too. Tom's still a stupid card. Not much else to say. All right, Aqua Force is fucking Glory Maelstrom the deck because the deck was trash before Glory. But Glory is a stupid card that you have to respect. Dia being able to push 2 damage too is really nice. Maelstrom being able to kill stuff, kill boosters, scale super big is super good. Because like your I guess the standard Maelstrom turns, Dia hit, kill intercept. Maelstrom just guaranteed to hit because he's fucking huge with a booster, of course. And then Glory is cheating. We call him Mr. War Crimes for a reason. Glory is not a fair card. Still isn't a fair card, but it's playable around, but card is still unfair. And then Ezel, the deck is just consistent. It's showing Platina here, but Platina doesn't do jack deal leash do. Like base Ezel is the dude doing all the work. Base Ezel and the 2 spirits. So like now you just play 9 draw spirits. You risk grind them out with resources and stuff. Platina's there to help you end games out or to deny counterblast, stuff like that. Yeah, if you play global, you probably know these 2 decks. Like I don't play myself, but like all I've been hearing is that ladder is nothing but Ezel and Lord. Oh yeah, by the way, this tier list is for tournament play. For ladder play, you could play like anything that isn't in trash tier and probably do fun. This is specifically for tournament play. Yeah, so yeah. If you made me order the decks, this is my order. I think Sook is the best deck of global right now. This is a little biased, but I think Sook is the best deck. Sook is still really strong. Yeah. Y'all can stream cap this, post this on Reddit, post this wherever. Cause I don't Reddit loves the circle jerk great nature in this deck in Dungaree. Yeah, it's like you can definitely argue for Dungaree to be here, but like I just personally don't think the deck is as good as the other 3 decks. It doesn't do anything unfair enough. Like this deck is just super stable and does and spirits are like cheap enough that I don't get away with it. And then Glory is Glory, Dia is a good card, Glory is cheating, and then Sook is actually just cheating. Yeah. No, like I'm not downplaying it. I'm not calling this deck bad, okay? You get things on the tree. I'm not calling Dungaree bad. The deck is just not as good as these decks to me. Yeah, it's like, you can definitely argue, like, I think these 2 are the decks you could argue to go up here. I think MLB can still have a slot in tier 1, maybe. But I think it's these 3 decks are the best deck. So yeah, let me know what you think about this. I'm sure there are a lot of things you don't agree about, like PBO, Great Nature. That's probably 2 things. People probably think it's like a little better, but I don't think so. Dungaree people probably think it's tier 1, maybe LMP. But yeah, let me know in the comments why you think so. I'm sure you can just say yes, X thing is better, should go there, but I would like to hear your reasoning behind it. Like, just say X thing should go here is really easy. I'd like to hear a reason behind it. Yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hit the like button. Leave your comment telling me why you think certain decks should be better. And yeah, thanks for watching, and peace out.